The economists, they just called it inflation. Inflation, that your money is inflated every year. But it's not inflation, it is a deception. The money is being destroyed, the money is being diminished, money being devalued every day. And one of the great cause, the people die, they die with hunger. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله الذي نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونؤمن به ونتوكل عليه ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا ومن يهد الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له ونشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له ونشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله وقال الله تعالى بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والعصر إن الإنسان لفي خسر إلا الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات وتواصوا بالحق وتواصوا بالصبر وقال الله تعالى ولا تبخسوا الناس أشياءهم ولا تعثوا في الأرض مفسدين وقال الله تعالى يمحق الله الربا ويربي الصدقات. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, in the name of Allah, the gracious, the merciful, by the time surely the man is in loss except those who believe and do the good works and those who advise and they stand for the truth and those who recommend the patient. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in the Quran, when he is mentioning about the nation, a qawm, to whom Allah sent the Prophet Shu'aib. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, وَلَا تَخْفَسُ النَّاسِ أَشْيَاءَهُمْ. The Prophet Shu'aib people were cheating people. When they give the measurement, like example, the cloth, textile, kulang, deficient. And when they give the something with measure with the weight, timbang, kulang pa rin. They're cheating people, not giving the proper measurement and not giving the proper weight. And that's a very common thing today. But what is the more dangerous in the world today, which very seldom the Muslim knew about. Even the non-Muslim doesn't know about this. Most of the non-Muslim and the Muslims, they don't know about this, what kind of deficit is being played in the world today. Today, as Allah said in the Quran to the people of Shu'aib, وَلَا تَبْخَسُوا النَّاسِ أَشْيَاءَهُمْ. Do not deficient the things of the people. And Allah considered it as a mischief on the earth. وَلَا تَعْثَوْا فِي الْأَرْضِ مُفْسِدِينَ. And do not make the mischief on the earth. Fasad. When they are reducing the weight, they are reducing the measurement, Allah considered it as a fasad. Destruction to the earth. And what Allah did with the people of the Shu'aib, Allah destroyed them. Allah finished them, except the believers. Allah punished them and Allah destroyed them because of they are deficiating the things to the people. They're cheating to the people. But what's going on today in the world? Our money being deficient. Our money, our wealth being deficient. And most of the Muslims, they doesn't know about that. And many non-Muslim countries, they doesn't know about that what the game is playing today. The economists, they just called it inflation. Inflation, that your money is inflated every year. But it's not inflation, it is a deception. There is a cheating. The money is being destroyed. The money is being diminished. Money being devalued every day. I was researching about the 2020, how many people died. And one of the great cause, the people die, they die with hunger. The two great causes, the cancer, 12 million people died. And with the hunger, less than around 12 million people also died. With the hunger, gutum. 11.2 million, I researched, 11.2 million people died dahil sa gutom. Sa 2020, 1 year lang. 11.2 million people died because of the hunger. The people are afraid about coronavirus. The coronavirus, in 2020, the total death, 1.8 million only. But because of the hunger, gutom, 11.8 million people died in 2020 because of hunger. Walang kain. And that's being happened every year. And it's not happened that people are dying with hunger. It's not because there is no food in the world. There is lots of food. So many rice, so many wheat, so many vegetables, so many fruits, so many animals. Not lacking. Hindi kulang yung pagkain. It's not because of the food that people are dying. There are lots of food in the world today. In fact, I researched about that 2 billion people in the world overweight. Less than 2 billion people are overweight. Marami kain, mataba na. 2 billion people. And 1 billion, not million, billion, 2 billion people are overweight. Obese. 2 billion people are overweight and 1 billion people are unnourished. Undernourishment. Masyado payat. Buto na. 1 billion people, nearly 1 billion people are malnourished in the world today. And no people in the Muslim world is talking about that. Why it's happening like this? Allah created lots of food. Billions of people have no access to the clean water. Allah created lots of water. The land is too much, but people are still homeless. So many land in the world today. We are Muslim, we are in the world a human being, around 7.8 billion. We are not even consuming the 1% of the land. Not even 1% of the land. So many land available in the world, yet people are homeless. More than billion people are homeless in the world today. Why it's happening all this? Because money is fake. The money is not true money. The people, they make the fake money like dollars or euros or rupees or peso, and they are not equal. You work in the Philippines, you get 1 peso. You work in America, you get $1. How much is $1? 48 pesos. Why is injustice? You work for the same job, you get 100. And in USA, somebody work for the same job, he get $100. Subhanallah. That is 4,800 pesos. Why is injustice? You work here, you get peso. They work in Europe, they get 1 euro. Euro is more than 50 pesos, 57 pesos. Nobody think about that. What is this game? Why they have a high rate and why we have a low rate? In Pakistan, $1, 160 rupees. In Indonesia, $1, maybe more than 2,000 rupiah. You have to think about this. Why? Why there is no equality? Why they earn dollar, euro, pounds, sterling? Why we earn very small in the Philippines or in Pakistan and many Muslim countries, they earn very low wages? Why no justice? Why no equality? Who are making this system of money, the monetary system? When there was a time, 100 years ago, there is no currency. People use the silver and gold and there is no injustice. People use the barter system, no injustice. But because of the money, because of the currency, there are lots of injustices. Pakistan or Philippines or in Malaysia or Indonesia or many other countries, 200-300 years ago, they were occupied. They were occupied by colonial powers. Like Philippines was occupied by Spanish and Americans. Pakistan was part of India. Bangladesh part of India, one whole India, Southeast Asia, South Asia, and they were colonized by British power. And these were the political powers. Before that, the Muslims were ruling the world for more than 1,000 years. The Spain was under the rule of Islam. The Philippines is also a Muslim country, originally. There was no Christian here. The first Christian came here was Ferdinand Magellan. So when there was a colonial power, the British and Spanish and French, like in Africa, the French was ruling some part, and America was ruling in some part of the world. When the British started to withdraw, and they started to give the so-called independence, they give something else together. When they give the independence, they give the currency. Okay, this is Pakistan, you have a rupees, Pakistan rupees. This is Indonesia, you have an Indonesian rupiah. You are in India, you have Indian rupees. And nobody knows that that money is making you slave. Because somebody is going to manipulate your money. Then after that you will go to America, you will go to Europe, and you become their slave. Because of your money is low value, their money is high value. So that is a system of make you a slave permanently. Just for example, the Pakistan was independent 1947. And I will tell about the Philippines also. 46, the Philippines, 1946, they get independence from America. July 4, 1946. Only 2 examples. Pakistan was independent on 14 August 1947. $1 is 1 rupees. $1, 1 rupees equal. Now 73 years, after 73 years, $1 is 160 rupees. If $1, 1 rupees become 2 rupees, $1, that's 100% deficit. Your money devalued for 100%. But if your $1, your 1 rupees mugging 160, it is 16,000% devaluation. If you divide it by 73 years, you will shock how much you lost every year. 1947, 1 rupees, $1, 1 Pakistan rupees, $1. Today, 160 Pakistan rupees, $1. You lost 16,000% of your money. In 1947 in Pakistan, 1 gram of gold was 1 rupees. $1, 1 rupees is 1 gram of gold. How much is 1 kilo? 1 kilo of gold in 1947 in Pakistan, more than $1,000. 1 kilo gold. More than 1,000 rupees or more than $1,000 only. 1,000 rupees, 1 kilo. Today in Pakistan, the gold 1 kg is 10 million. 10 million rupees. If somebody in 1947, he keep 1,000 rupees, he bring out today, he can buy nothing, zero. He can just buy a food only for one time. 2 person can eat in a restaurant, 1,000 finish. But 1947 in Pakistan, 1,000 rupees, you can buy 1 kilo of gold. So where is your money going? Somebody is playing a game to get your money. You put in the lockup, you put in the wall, but your money is devalued. You getting poor every day. Then you have to go to America, you have to go to Europe to work. And if you compute that in Pakistan, 1 rupees, 1 gram, and today 1 gram is 10,000 rupees. It is 1 million% deficit. The money compared to the gold, it's devalued 1 million%. If you come about the Philippines, 1946, July 4, Philippines got independence from USA. July 4, 1946. $1 was equal to 2 peso. $1, 2 peso. I even have a picture of the peso. 2 peso picture. Look like dollar also. $1 is equal to 2 peso. 1946, July 4. Today, the $1 is 48 pesos. If your dollar is 2 peso and it becomes 4 peso, you lost 100% of value of the money. 100% value you lost. And if your 2 peso dollar is become 48 today, you lost 2,400% of your money. 2,400% of your money is lost. Every day you get poor. Every day you get poor, so your people have to go out to work abroad. That's why now in China, in Russia, and around the world, they are thinking about, I don't like dollar, I don't like euro, I like gold. You want to buy the oil from me? Give me the gold. Because money is deception. That's how the people are getting poor. Most of the people in the world are below the poverty line. Millions of people, they cannot eat. And millions of people are dying. And millions of people are homeless. It's because of the money is unjust. If we bring back the same way before, the silver and gold as a base of the money, and not this paper money, then we can remove the injustice from the world. So this Allah said in the Quran, وَلَا تَبْخَسُوا النَّاسَ أَشْيَاءَهُمْ وَلَا تَعْثُوا فِي الْأَرْضِ مُفْسِدِينَ. And do not reduce depreciate the things of the people, and do not make the mischief on the earth. Zimbabwe, a country in Africa, is not a Muslim country. Zimbabwe, their president Robert Mugabe, when he speak against the injustice, what happened to his country? All the wealth would get out from their country. When he speak about injustice to their people, their money was devalued. Until the time, $1 equal to 250 million Zimbabwe dollars. $1 is equal to 250 million Zimbabwe dollar. You want to pay the electric bill, you need to bring a truck of money. You want to buy a sack of rice, you need to bring a car full of money to buy one sack of rice. Think all about it. The Philippines, the example, when it was independent in 1946 from USA, and then the currency was given peso, 2 peso is equal to $1. Today, $1 is equal to 48 pesos. And in 1946, 1 gram of gold was around 2 peso. You can buy 2 peso, 1 gram of gold. More than 2 pesos, 2.2 maybe. And 2,200 pesos, you can buy 1 kilo of gold, 1946. Think about this. So if you have a 2,200 pesos in 1946, and you said, oh, that's my money, I can buy 1 kilo of gold, and you keep it in your wallet, bring out today how much you can buy. 2,200 pesos, you cannot buy 1 kilo of gold. You cannot even buy 1 gram of gold. You cannot buy even any valuable thing with 2,200 pesos. But in 1946, 2,200 pesos, you can buy 1 kilo of gold. 1 kilo of gold. So why the money is lost? You just keep in your world in 1946, and you can buy 1 kilo of gold. Today you bring out, you can buy 1 goat, maybe not even 1 goat. Kahit isang kambing, you cannot buy 2,200 pesos. But in 1946, you can buy 2,200 pesos, 1 kilo of gold. You can buy a house, big house, 2,200 pesos. In 1946. You can buy a car, you can buy a house, you can buy a big palace with 2,200 pesos. Today, 2,200 pesos, you can buy nothing. There was a Muslim in USA, Malcolm X. He said something very good. He said, who took my money and how they take my money? I saved my money, but my money is gone. Every year, devaluation. Thousands of percent are devalued compared to gold. How much is the gold today? In 1946, 2,200 pesos, 1 kilo of gold. Today, the gold is 3 million pesos, 1 kilo. You want to buy a gold? 1 kilo gold, 3 million pesos. What happened tomorrow? And then tomorrow, what happened? You keeping your money. When you get old, your money has no value. But nobody thinking about the game. What game is going on in the world? That most of the people in the world are getting poor. And Allah is telling us, وَتَوَاسَوْا بِالْحَقِّ. Do something for the right. Awake people that what's going to happen with you. You are giving away your wealth. And you're getting nothing. And when you need your money becomes useless. We are not allowed to keep silent. We are allowed to we are commanded by Allah to speak. The people in Africa, people in Asia, the people all around the world, they are suffering hunger. They are suffering poverty. They are suffering homeless. There are people in the world, they are clothless. And this is because of this system of monetary system. And because of the interest system, the banking system, the money system. All around the world, they have to sit down and talk about that. Why there are lots of injustices in the world today? Some people are very, very rich, and most of the people are very, very poor. Why the person in the Philippines, when he earned only peso? But the person in USA, $1. Person in Europe, €1. Person in Pakistan, 1 rupee. What is the value of 1 rupee compared to dollar? Nothing. If you have 160 rupees, you can only buy $1. If you have 48 pesos, then you can buy $1. Who make this injustice in the world today? That's the question, and that's we think about. And what is the solution? The solution is Quran. The solution is Islam. The Quran, Allah said, the money is what Allah created the money. What Allah make the money. The gold and silver is the money. People think that this money is linked to the gold. There is no link at all. There's a big story which I cannot speak now. That how the money was totally unlinked. In 1944, in Bretton Woods Accord, they were saying that the dollar will be equivalent to gold. And people can go back to US and get back their gold. But 1973, that was denounced. That USA will not give the gold to anyone. You just keep the dollars only. So dollar is just a fiat currency without any value, without any intrinsic value. There is no link to the gold. It's just a paper only. Keep on printing paper and get the wealth of the people in your custody. So my idea here, my opinion here, my sharing here, we need to speak about this. The world politicians, those poor countries, especially the Muslim countries who are very poor because of this system. Sit down and think about it. Eliminate this monetary system. Eliminate the banking system. Eliminate the riba. Allah said in the Quran, Ya ayyuhallazina amanu taqullaha wa dharu ma baqiya min ar-riba in kuntum mu'minin. Oh, you who believe, give up the riba, which is due, if you fear Allah. فَإِن لَمْ تَفْعَلُوا فَأْذَنُوا بِحَرْبٍ مِّنَ اللَّهِ وَرَسُولِهِ. And then if you will not do it, then take the notice of war from Allah and His Messenger. So may Allah guide us, may Allah save us, may Allah give us understanding. You can go and research. There are many some scholars who speak about this. You can check my videos. We have a Peace World TV in the YouTube and learn about the issue. You can learn about this issue and to speak to the other people. So the world can awake. That's why there are lots of injustice. Most of the people in the world, they are suffering poverty because of this system of monetary and this system of banking. May Allah guide us, may Allah save us from fitna. Ameen. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله الذي نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونؤمن به ونتوكل عليه ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا ومن يهد الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له ونشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له ونشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله رب اشرح لي صدري يسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي وقال الله تعالى ولا تبخسوا الناس أشياءهم. Generally, this ayah is speaking about two deceptions, which was done by the people of Shu'aib, Prophet Shu'aib alayhi salam. That they were so greedy, when you buy something with the weight, they give you less. And if you buy something with measurement, they give you less also. Less measurement, less weight. And Allah hates this. Allah hates that a person will cheat another person. And the Prophet Muhammad said, Man khana falaysa minna. Whoever cheat people, he's not among us. He's not a Muslim. So Muslim cannot cheat another person. Even if he's Christian, Hindu or Jew or Buddhist, any human being. If even not Muslim, you cannot cheat anyone. Because if you are cheating, you are deceiving people. Loco. Prophet Muhammad said, Man khana falaysa minna. Sabi ni Prophet Muhammad, sino mang gawa ng loko-loko, hindi siya sa atin. Hindi siya Muslim. If you're a Muslim, you don't cheat people, but be honest. There's a general ruling for the ayah here. That when you give the timbang, the weight, give more, don't give less. Just for example, when you're selling a rice, 50 kilo of rice, and now you get the 1,000 bags of rice in your bodega, 1,000 bags of rice. When you bought the rice, it has a little moisture. But when you keep it in the bodega for 1 month, 2 months, the moisture get dry up. And now the 50 kilo bag is not 50 kilo anymore. It's 49.9 kilo. So 1,000 bags is a big amount. So what I suggest, for example, if you're a Muslim, you're selling a rice, before you give the bag of the rice, make timbang. And then minus whatever is excess, minus it. If you're selling some fruits, if you see that is 5 kilo, give extra 100 grams, 50 grams give extra to save yourself. If you're giving the measurement clothes, give extra, not to deficiate. Because if you deficiate, you are getting big problem on the day of judgment. You're cheating someone, you're selling the fake products, Allah will ask you on the day of judgment, why you cheat people? We as a Muslim, we need to be a good example for the non-Muslims. That this Muslim is not cheating, he's not lying, he has a word of honor. This country is not Philippines before, it is Maharlika. And how people become Muslim here in this country? Because of the Muslim traders. The Muslim traders come here and people like them because they are very honest, truthful, and word of honor. But what I was concluding here, a big deception, the greatest deception in the world today. People are getting fooled with the money. They thought that it's inflation, but it's not inflation. It is a pre-planned deception. That your money is getting weaker and weaker and weaker, so you become the slave for the powers. You have to go there and become their slaves. What is independence? The people who subjugated you, they already gone, but now you are going to them to be there to make them master for you. When people were enslaved in those countries, but when they give them the currency and they control them with the currency, they control them with the money, to deficiate their money, so they will go to those powers, those colonial powers, and to work for them to become their slave. The last greatest empire of the Muslims was Ottoman Empire. Ottoman Empire, which we called in Arabic Khilafat Osmania. And they ruled Europe and most of the part of the world for 600 years. The Ottoman Empire. And there was a fair market. No deception. Any religion, any person, he can go to the market without any deception. There was no such money which can deceive you and which can make you poor all the time. And when there was a conspiracies, and when they destroyed the Ottoman Empire and they give them the Turkish lira, now what happened in Turkey? The young men from the Turkey, they were the one who made the Ottoman Empire before. Now their generation, they're going to America and they put the gasoline there. They work on the gas station. Because of their Turkish lira, lira is always deficient. There was a time when the one Turkish lira became 1,250,000. More than 1 million Turkish lira for $1. So they make it zero again. They bring it down again, and then still they are deficient. 2018, 1 lira was equal to rate which is now is 40% high, 40% devalued. So especially the Muslim countries, they are keep on devalued to be enslaved. And also non-Muslim countries like the Philippines, their currency is devalued. Zimbabwe or countries in Africa like Kenya or other countries, they always devalued to become enslaved. Before, when they want to enslave the Africans, the USA, the America, they bring them with power, with the guns, with the armors. Today they don't need to. Today no need to go there. They're enslaved because of money. Money, and money of the country devalued, the people in this country, they become enslaved. So we have to think about this and we have to learn about it. and to get out of this deception. If we talk to each other and we talk to others and to others, then it will go around the world and people will awake. There is a game being played to enslave the most of the people in the world to below the poverty. As I said in the earlier of the khutbah, in 2020, 11.2 million people died with hunger. And 1 billion people, nearly 1 billion people are malnourished. And nearly 2 billion people are overweight. So some people have too much and other people have nothing. That's because of the system of monetary system, and that's because of the riba system. Because riba, the money always goes to those with collateral, and those who are without collateral, when they receive the money with the interest rate become 100 to 200%. So they can earn nothing, they always beneficiate. Those people who are putting the money in the bank, especially the Muslims, and they earn 10%, maybe example, interest. Very seldom 10% you can get interest. You're fool. You're fool. Because the money you keep in the bank, you earn 10% riba, haram, which is the war with Allah's messenger. But how much money lost in the next year? More than 100% money is lost. Because I said earlier, in Philippines, in 1946, 1 gram of gold was 2.2 pesos. 2,200 pesos, 1 kilo. Today, 1 kilo of gold is 3 million pesos. So how many thousand percent? How many percent is this? That is 150,000% divided by 73. So you are losing 200% a year. Every year, the peso is depreciate because of comparing to the gold, 200% loss every day, every year. So you earn 10% riba from the bank, interest, but your money lost 200%. So what is do? Do business. At least you can save something while doing a business. But if you put the money in the bank and riba, you will lose. And if you want to keep something for our children, buy the gold only. Don't keep money for them, because when they grow big and they're getting older, the money will lose the value. Keep the gold for them. Then gold will never decrease and they will be protected, their future will be protected. May Allah guide us. May Allah save us from this deception, and may Allah awake us, and may Allah give us power that we awake the people of the world that to think about it and stop this system. إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار آمين. Ya Allah, our Lord, give us good in this world and good in the hereafter. Save us from your anger and save us from hellfire. Ameen. Ya Allah, be happy with us and enter to us in Jannah to Firdaus in paradise in next life forever. Ameen. Ya Allah, guide us. Ameen. Allah, forgive us. Ameen. Allah, mercy on us. Ameen. Ya Allah, protect us. Ameen. Allah, protect us. Ameen. Allah, protect us. Ameen. Ya Allah, remove the poverty from the world. Ameen. Ya Allah, remove all sickness from the world. Ameen. Ya Allah, guide us. Ameen. Allah, forgive us. Ameen. Ya Allah, give our children long life. Ameen. Allah, give our children long life. Ameen. Allah, give our children long life. Ameen. Ya Allah, give our children and all the children of the world long life. Ameen. Ya Allah, we ask from you all good which your prophets and all good will they ask from you. Ameen. Ya Allah, we seek your protection from all the evil from which your prophets and all good will they seek your protection. Ameen. Ya Allah, accept our dua which ask and that ask. Ameen. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa sallim. Rabbana taqabbal minna innaka antas samiul alim wa tub alayna ya maulana innaka antat tawwabur rahim. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifun wa salamun ala al mursalin walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Aqimus salah.